welcome. So I wanted to tell you that, and I wrote some things out because I didn't want to forget what I wrote. So at the beginning of a new month or the completion of another month, I think it's a good idea to kind of pause and reflect, which is something that I spoke about yesterday. And to think about what were some of my wins this month, what were some of the victories for this month, what were the positives. And it's important to get into the habit of writing that down because it really puts us into the positive mindset of setting ourselves up for success for the next month. And especially now at the end of the summer, we all kind of took a pause. We all, we're in summer mode, whether you have kids or you don't have kids, whether you take time off for summer holiday or not. At the end of August, middle of September, it's kind of, the end of one season, the beginning of the next season. And I always like to do a pause and reflect on, again, what were the wins, what were some of the victories. And so there's a season and a journey that we've been going through. And I also like to think about the life lessons, right? What was something that I learned in August? What did the universe bring to me? What were the experiences? And there were some experiences for me this summer. Some of them were great and successful. And then there were some hard lessons that I had to learn, right? I did have some disappointments at the end of July. And I had to stop and say to myself, why did this experience come into my life? Why did I have to go through this only to be disappointed in the end? And so, reflecting on that, journaling on that has really helped me to become stronger in the journey that I'm on, and also help me look forward to a new successful school year. If you're a business owner, what is the last quarter of your business going to look like? What are your life goals? So setting all those kind of things in place is very important. So, what else do I have here? So again, what has life been teaching you? Tapping into that and thinking about that. Why has this experience come to me? So it's taking your gratitude journal and bumping it up a little bit in terms of your goals and your vision. And then also thinking about, like I said, the new quarter ahead, right? We're coming into the last part of the year. What is that going to hold for us? And so for me, September, there's always this fresh new energy coming along. We all go out and we buy that new outfit for our kids. If you're going back to work after being off for a couple of weeks, you go back to work and you get a new outfit. There's all this newness about new school supplies, new outfits, new goals, new teachers, new experiences. And so we really want to take that enthusiasm and that excitement and really bring it into the next school year. And then think about yourself. I kind of went ahead of myself. Sorry, I'm just looking at my notes. So right now, I just want you to take a moment and pause and say to yourself, what am I doing here? And try to come into some clarity. So whether it's taking 5 minutes in the morning, maybe it's tomorrow morning, maybe it's this weekend, as you reflect on things and you think about, what do I want the next 4 months? What do I want the next 10 months to look like for myself? And really outlining those goals for yourself. And then putting into motion small steps, small actionable steps that will bring you closer to those goals. And so this is where I'm going. Do you understand what we're trying to create here? We're trying to create a beautiful vision for yourself for the next, like I said, next 3 months, 4 months, next 10 months. If you're going back to school, if you're a college student, what does that look like for you? Is this your first year in college? Are you nervous? What are you experiencing? If you're going into high school for the first time, or if you're graduating high school? These are all life experiences. They're all life changes. They're all new experiences for us. And if you're a parent and you have an empty nest, what does that look like for you? What are you going to do with yourself? Because you kind of have to reinvent yourself if your child has gone off to college and you're left at home now, and say to yourself, okay, what do I want my life to look like? And really being very intentional and putting those things into place to be able to do that for yourself. And so these are some of the things that I wanted to talk to you about today, and really start thinking about how you're going to support yourself. What are you going to do in your business? Are you going to have gatherings? Are you going to start inviting people, calling people? If you're going back to school and you're teaching, what is the goal? What do you want your year to look like? And again, really outlining it and putting it down on paper, saying it to yourself, writing it down and reviewing those goals every single day. And then saying to yourself again, what are the action steps that I'm going to take that's going to help me get to that goal? And lastly, I want you to consider about, again, planning. It's all about planning, taking time to pause. I love to do this practice at the beginning of every new month or at the end of every month. Again, getting up in the morning, having my favorite cup of coffee with me, and sitting down with my journal. I have a monthly journal where I just journal my monthly experiences, maybe not in detail, but really thinking about, okay, what was August like for me? Again, what were some happiness, some victories, some wins, and then really writing those out, and then thinking about what was the lesson that I learned and what were some things that were not so great. That's also very important to think about and to bring into our life. Again, it feels because we're at the end of the summer. I know summer's not starting, fall doesn't start for another couple of weeks, but transitioning into the next season of our life. And, getting back into your habits and routines, which I talked about yesterday. I did the same thing. We talked about routines, getting back into a nice, great nighttime routine. I know for myself, I've been guilty of it. I've been going to bed very late this summer, staying up, whether it's reading a great book or staying up with my kids and being involved in activities with them. But now it's like, oh, okay, now reality is going to hit. We're going to get back to the real deal. And, yeah, again, getting back into those healthy habits and routines and revisiting all those things. So these are just some thoughts that I had that I really wanted to share with you on this bonus day, thinking about your vision, thinking about your goals, and what can you do for this last part of the year or the beginning of a fresh new school year. What can you do to really make that a reality and to come to fruition? So again, if you would like to talk a little bit more about this, if you want to dive more into this topic, because this is something that I've been working on myself for the past year, I would love to sit and have a conversation with you and see where it leads. Okay, so enjoy your day, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Bye.